Welcome. This video is to help you prepare for the Pre-AP Test 6-1. Alrighty, let's go over the answers now. So number one, so you have to know how to do stem and leaf. The stem and leaf plot below shows the test scores for Mr. Thompson's math class. So here are his test scores. So let's look at the key. You take a number from the left side, you take a number from the right side, and makes 56%. So for example, 5, 6, that's 56. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to translate all this. 56%, 6 and 7, 67%, 6 and 7, 67%, 69%, 72%, 74%, 77%. Oh, 77 repeats again. 78, 81, 82, 82, 83, 84, 88, 81, 82, 82, 83, 84, 88. I see a 90, a 92, a 93, and a 94. Find the median. So I cross out until I can find the middle number. Remember, median is you got to put the numbers from least to greatest. So median is 81. The mode. What number repeats most occurring? Well, 67 repeated twice. 77 repeated twice, and 82 repeated twice. So the mode is 67, 77, 82. It ranges from 56 to 94. How far is it from 56 to 94? How many numbers apart are they? Well, let's find out. If we subtract this, regroup, 14 minus 6 is 8, 8 minus 3 is 5, 38. Next thing, well, you have to know what a dot plot is. A dot plot shown below is created to represent the number of brothers and sisters students in Mrs. Hill's first period have. Each dot represents a student in whose class? Mrs. Hill's first period class. So each dot represents a student. So, I'm going to translate this. So this is a student. A student said they had 0 brother and sister. This is a student, 0, 0. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 6. So those are the students. These are the number of brother and sister each student has. Find the median. There are 2 ways you can do median. You can use the numbers I wrote. So we keep slashing until we can figure out which number is in the middle. Slash, 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 slash. And what number do you see there? 3. Or you can use the dots. You keep slashing the dots until you figure out which one in the middle. 3. Find a mode. Mode, the number that occurred the most is 3. Most common number is 3. 3 is the most common number. A lot of people believe it's always 0, 1, and 2 because they say, oh, I see 3 zeros, 3 ones, 3 twos. So that's the mode. No, it's not. If you look right here, if you write out the numbers, which number occurs the most often? 3s. This repeated 3 times, repeated 3 times, repeated 3 times, but 3 repeated 6 times. Range. It ranges from 0 to 6 or 6 spaces. Now, is it symmetrical? Symmetrical means when the left side looks like the right side. Does the left side look like the right side? No. Asymmetrical. Is there a gap? Yes, there's a gap or opening here at 5. How many clusters are there? There are 2 sets of clusters from 0 to 4, and then 6 by itself. And is there a peak? Where does the top start? Peak, mountain peak, is at 3. So in here, you will have to know how to do box plot. In a box plot, you got to understand what each dot represents. This first dot is the minimum, the smallest dot. The maximum, the largest dot. This middle dot is the median. Quartile 1 means the median of the lower group of numbers, or quartile 1, while quartile 3 means the median of the upper half, or upper numbers. Then each part of the box plot is broken into fourths, or 25%. So now that we understand the parts of a box plot, we can answer any question thrown at us. What is the minimum number? 12. What's the maximum? 20. What's the median? 15. What is quartile 1? 14. What's quartile 3? 18. So interquartile range means right here, this box right here. What is the spread from this quartile 1 to quartile 3? How far is it from 14 to 18? 4 spaces. Or 18 minus 14 is 4. So you subtract the two quartiles, 3 and 1. When something is symmetric, that means the left side looks like the right side. When it's skewed left, the left side is longer. There's the data is more spread out on the left side. If it's skewed right, that means the right side is longer because there's more data spread out. So is it symmetrical, skewed left, or skewed right? If this is the middle right here, this side is more spread out, so it's skewed right. What percent of data is 15 or higher? So here's 15. What percent is 15 or higher? 25% plus 25% is 50%. What percent of data is 14 or less? So here's 14, here's less. It is 25%. So now in here we can answer the following histogram. A histogram below represents the number of 3 points made during a game this past season. So the way you do median is you represent the each bar as a dot. So a histogram differs from a bar graph because it has a range of numbers here, and there's no gap between the bars. So I drew 7 dots here. I drew 4 dots here. No dots and 1 dot. What's the median? So if I slash, 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 the median is somewhere located in 0 to 3. What is the mode? The most common thing. It's most common from 0 to 3. As you see, most of the dots are from 0 to 3. This is also called a peak, by the way. Is it symmetrical or asymmetrical? It is asymmetrical because the left side does not look like the right side. Is there a gap? Yep, 8 to 11 opening. How many clusters are there? It goes from 0 to 7 and 11 to 14. And peak. Is there a peak? Yes, the highest point or the mode is 0 to 3. All right, so next thing you know is comparing box plots. So Jordan and Kaylee each conduct a survey on their school campus to determine the ages of students in the cafeteria during a lunch period. So here is a box plot. Find the range or spread for both graphs. So it's spread from 11 to 15 or 4. It's spread from 11 to 15 or 4. Hey, they have the same range. Describe the shape of the data. So this one is symmetrical. The left side looks like the right side for Jordan, but here there are less data on the left, so it is skewed left. And what is the mode? As you can tell, 12 and 14, there are 4 12s and 4 14s. The mode is 12 and 14. And in here, the mode is 14 because most of the data are in the 14. That's the peak. Do not say it's 13 and 15. You can say, oh, well, it's tie. No, we're looking for which one has the most number, which one occurred the most. So if I wrote out the numbers, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 13, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 15, 15, 15. Which number occur the most often? 14. All right, next thing, same thing. So Felix used a graphing calculator to generate 2 different lists of numbers ranging from 0 to 20. A number may appear more than once in a list. Each list contains 10 values. The resulting lists are summarized in box plots below. Find the range or spread for both values. So in list 1, it's spread from 2 all the way to 20 or 18. From list 2, it goes from 0 to 17 or 17. So I mean, list 1 has a longer spread or range. Describing, is it symmetrical? No, in this one, it is not symmetrical. This side is the right side skewed more. And here in the left side is skewed more. So not symmetrical. And here, find the median. And here, the median is 9. Here's the median is 11. So list 2 has a longer their median is higher than list 1. And if a question has variability, what does that mean? It has variety, various answer. If it's yields without variability, it has only one answer. That means it's without variety. It's plain. So from that, which question here yields with variability? That's with variety. That means multiple answers. A bracelet was made with red and blue beads. How many red beads were used? Well, we don't know how big this bracelet is. So it could be a lot or little. We just don't know. B. Bo has 20 math problems to do. He did 7, so he still needs to do 13. One answer. How many nickels are $6? A dollar has 20 nickels. 20 times 6 is 120. One answer. How many students in our 4-period class completed their history project on January 27, 2014? Could you count exactly the number of students in that specific class on that day? Yes. One answer. So now the last part of the test will cover volume. What is volume? Volume is the space, it's how much it fills up, the cubic unit that fills up an 3D object. So in here, Ellen's little brother Jordan plays with colored cubes that's stored in a rectangular box. The dimensions of the storage box are shown below. Write an equation to find the volume. So in this one, the formula is capital V equal capital BH. So in here, what shape do you see right here? What shape do you see here? The base is a rectangle. So we need to find the base of the rectangle. 18 times 12 is 16 carry 1, 381, 216. So the base is 216. Then you multiply it by its height. 216 times 9 is 1,944 cubic inches. If the volume is 864, what is the length of this prism? Oh, they left off a number here. Well, let's think. So if we know the length, so we know 9 times something times 8 will be 864. So 9 times 8 is 72. How many groups of 72 go into 864? We'll have to figure out. It goes in 1 time. 72 goes in 144 2 times, so it goes in 12. If you check your work, you multiply 12 times 9, 108. 108 times 8 is 864. 37. Find the volume of the prism in the figure. So first of all, of the prism is down here. This is the prism right here. The top part, the figure below is composed of a pyramid and prism, both with congruent triangular bases. So we need to do the prism, the one on the bottom. So this is what shape do you see down here? It's a triangle. So the base is a triangle. So that's why I drew a triangle around it. So how do you find the area of a triangle? 8 times 5.2 divided by 2. So if you do 5.2 times 8, you get 41.6. Divided by 2 is 20.8. So the base is 20.8. But what's the height of this prism? 5. 20.8 times 5 is 104. So the volume of this prism is 104 cubic inches. What about the pyramid right here? This is a triangular pyramid. Do you see the triangle right here? So what shape do you see on the bottom of this pyramid? A triangle. So same thing. You have to do 5.2 times 8 divide 2. So we know it is going to be 20.8. The height of the pyramid is 6. So you multiply by 6. Do you remember how to find the volume of a pyramid? You have to do a third of it. Remember we filled up all the beans in class? It took 3 pyramids to fit a prism. So it is 1/3 of a prism. So if you multiply 20.8 times 6, 124.8, divided into thirds, 41.6. A shortcut is this. Could you cut a 6 into 3 parts and get 2? And then double 20.8, 41.6. And the last thing is nets. Here is a net of a triangular prism. What is the total surface area of this? Well, this is a rectangle. 5 times 2 is 10. Is this the same size? Looks the same to me. Is the same size? Looks the same to me. So right now we have 30. By the way, this is called a lateral. 10 plus 10 plus 10 is lateral. But you don't have to know it. It said total surface area. So in here, this triangle, the base is 10. The height is 1.7. So 10 times 1.7 is 3.4 divided by 2, because a triangle you got to cut it in half, is 1.7. So A is 10 square feet, B is 10 square feet, C is 10 square feet. This first triangle is 1.7 square feet. This other triangle is 1.7 square feet. If you add it all up, the total area is 33.4 square feet. And that is your test that's coming up. Good luck on your test. So you need to know volume, you need to know nets, you need to know all the different types of graph, and then you'll be successful.